This moment itself will mark a significant milestone in the journey of ASEAN, a reaffirmation of our region's shared vision for a peaceful, resilient and inclusive community over the next 2 decades. An overall infrastructure commitment of shared values between all of our leaders and head of states, as well as the region collaboration with all the unity.
And right now, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim is engaged in conversation with His Majesty Sultan of Brunei, the Prime Minister of Thailand, and other head of governments and head of states. And we can see now this informal exchange highlights the close personal relationship and strong diplomatic ties among ASEAN leaders, setting a positive tone for the important discussions ahead.
Now, as the camera lens captures this momentum assembly of leadership, it frames ASEAN's promise to the people that together we are stronger, and together we will rise to meet the challenges of our time. And together we will shape a future that is inclusive, innovative and impactful. And that is the reason of ASEAN 2045, our shared future together.
And we are now waiting as the ceremony is expected to start any moment soon. And the atmosphere here is filled with anticipation as ASEAN leaders prepare to formally sign the Kuala Lumpur Declaration, marking a historic step forward for regional unity and cooperation.
For the 46th ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur today, this is the main annual gathering of leaders from the 10 ASEAN countries, including Timor-Leste as the observer. They're currently discussing the regional security, the climate change and sustainability, innovation and digital economy, as well as strengthening the intra-ASEAN cooperation. And this platform is promoting inclusivity, giving the voice to the youth, women, and underserved groups. The sustainability onto the energy sector, the green economy, and development.
And the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre stands as the proud host and witness to the landmark ASEAN Summit 2025. And this prestigious venue brings together the heads of government and states from all 10 ASEAN member countries, providing a platform for high-level dialogue, collaboration and decision-making. Throughout the summit, KLCC has been the stage where the key agreements, including the historic Kuala Lumpur Declaration on ASEAN 2045, will be signed, reflecting the region's commitment to unity, sustainable development and mutual prosperity. As the epicenter of this important gathering, KLCC symbolizes Malaysia's role as a dedicated leader in fostering regional cooperation and a shared future for Southeast Asia. Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre is truly Malaysia's pride, a world-class venue that showcases our country's ability to host major international events like the ASEAN Summit 2025. KLCC stands as a symbol of Malaysia's commitment to regional leadership, hospitality and unity, welcoming leaders from across Southeast Asia to discuss and shape the future of ASEAN together.
And this is only the second time in history ASEAN leaders are meeting formally with leaders from the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. which includes Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, to Kuwait. And why all of this matters is because it's strengthening the trade. Since last year, the Energy Corporation, especially in the green energy sector, to halal economy, Islamic finance and tourism, and youth development and labor mobility. Malaysia's role is unique as a Muslim-majority ASEAN country with strong Gulf ties. And with the new trilateral forum linking ASEAN, Gulf countries and China, the focus is on trade integration and digital economy through infrastructure, innovation, and future industries. Today marks a powerful convergence of the regions between Southeast Asia, the Gulf, and China, all gathering here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to chart the future of sustainable and inclusive development.
Yeah, as an addition to this, Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre has undergone meticulous preparation to host the ASEAN Summit 2025. Every detail has been carefully planned and executed to ensure a seamless experience for the attending leaders and delegates, reflecting Malaysia's dedication to excellence and its role as a responsible host in fostering regional cooperation.
And moments like this will define the narrative of ASEAN's leadership in the years to come.
And now, the heads of state and government of ASEAN member states, together with the head of government of Timor-Leste, are being ushered to the foyer of Plenary Hall for a group photo with the eminent persons of the high-level task force on ASEAN Communities Post-2025 vision. This symbolic photograph captures the regional leadership united in vision, standing alongside the architects of ASEAN's future roadmap.
Now each leader standing before us represents a sovereign nation, each with its own language, culture and traditions. Yet together, they form a united community, one that continues to strive to cooperation, mutual respect and shared vision for the future. The photo taken will be remembered not only as a ceremonial gesture, but as a milestone marking a new era of purpose and partnership in the Southeast Asia's continuing journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the ASEAN heads of state and government, united, forward-looking and steadfast in our shared commitment to one vision, one identity and one community.
And now the ASEAN heads of state and government are making their way into the plenary hall. And this moment signals the beginning of the formal segment of the signing ceremony.
Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the signing ceremony of the Kuala Lumpur Declaration on ASEAN 2045, our shared future. Without further ado, may I invite the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN 2025, to deliver his opening remarks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Your Majesty, ASEAN heads of states and governments, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today, ASEAN marks a defining chapter in its journey of regional integration with the adoption of ASEAN 2045, our shared future. In 1967, our founding members pledged to bind themselves together in friendship and cooperation, and through joint effort and sacrifices, secure for their peoples and for posterity the blessings of peace, freedom, and prosperity. Today, we renew that solemn promise, not as a tribute to the past, but as a living covenant with the future. It is often said that the best way to predict the future is to create it. That is why ASEAN has sought to do, through decades of steady effort, shared stewardship, and strategic vision. I record my deep appreciation to all who contributed to this vision, shaped by persistence, pragmatism, and the quiet power of regional trust. Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a decade ago, on this very day, and in this very city, we launched the ASEAN Community Vision 2025. That moment reaffirmed ASEAN's role as an anchor of stability and a rising center of economic gravity. But today, the international order is unsettled. Geopolitical tensions, economic fragmentation, climate and technological disruption are testing the bonds between nations. Yet these same technologies carry risks. Left unmanaged, they may deepen inequality, displace livelihoods, and outspace our rules. We must not only embrace innovation, we must learn to govern it together and with care. The future we seek must rest on foundations of sustainability and inclusion. ASEAN's integration must be genuinely people-centered. That means closing development gaps, raising the standards of living, and investing in the human spirit and potential of all our citizens. This shared blueprint gives shape to that belief. It is a vision anchored in realism, animated by resolve, and made possible by trust. And as we turn this page, we renew our promise to our peoples, to our region, and to the generations yet to rise. Let us move forward with clarity in our vision, steadiness in our purpose, and unity in our will to build the ASEAN we owe to future generations. Thank you. Terima kasih. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Datuk Sri, for the remarks. May I now invite all the ASEAN leaders to join the Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN 2025 on stage to proceed with the signing ceremony. All right, we'd like to invite Your Majesty, Excellencies, to the signing table to resume with the signing ceremony. Now the signing ceremony will begin with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Chair of ASEAN. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines. His Majesty, the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Laos People's Democratic Republic. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore. Her Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. And His Excellency, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar. Thank you, Your Majesty and Excellencies. May I now invite the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia to kindly proceed to the front and center of the stage. Please welcome. Next, I'd like to invite His Excellency, the Secretary General of ASEAN, to kindly proceed to the stage to receive the signed copy of the Declaration. Thank you, Excellency, Secretary General of ASEAN. You may now return to your seat. I'll kindly like the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia to kindly remain on stage. And let us now invite all the ASEAN leaders and the Prime Minister of Timor-Leste to join the Prime Minister of Malaysia for a group photo. Please welcome. Allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Your Majesty and Excellencies. We will now proceed with the group photo with the copy of ASEAN 2045, Our Shared Future. Each leader will be presented with a copy of the book. May I kindly invite Your Excellencies to hold up the book for a commemorative photo. Now allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you, Your Majesty and Excellencies. You're kindly invited to return to your seats. We will now proceed with a video presentation entitled ASEAN 2045, Our Shared Future.
10 years ago, ASEAN Community Vision 2025 was conceived in Kuala Lumpur, an ambitious blueprint to guide the region's common course through the decade ahead. Since then, under the quiet resolve of this guiding vision, ASEAN has pressed forward, marking steady strides in nurturing peace, entrenching stability, and advancing the promise of collective prosperity. Today, ASEAN has grown even stronger, connected, and resilient, united by shared goals and purpose. We stand as the fulcrum of the regional architecture and an influential force in driving positive change. We have become a formidable and dynamic economic powerhouse, poised to become the world's 4th largest economy. Our peoples have flourished in the calm embrace of a peaceful region, uplifted by the currents of a thriving economy and the quiet stitching of greater connectivity. They remain at the very heart of ASEAN's journey towards deeper integration. After a decade of a remarkable journey, ASEAN is now in a position of strength, able to embrace the future with confidence and vigor. The evolving global environment will require ASEAN to be bold and transformative in its outlook. Together, ASEAN must navigate an era marked by rapid change and mounting strategic challenges with unity and purpose. Together, ASEAN must continue to recalibrate its priorities and agenda to remain dynamic and responsive, mindful of the impacts and opportunities of existing and future mega trends. This year, Another defining chapter of ASEAN's journey is being written in Kuala Lumpur with the adoption of ASEAN 2045, our shared future. ASEAN Vision 2045 will chart a bolder, inclusive and forward-looking agenda of the region for the next 20 years. It is a visionary roadmap that would guide ASEAN in ensuring regional peace, stability and prosperity of the region and beyond. It is driven by ASEAN's conviction that no one should be left behind as we keep the future firmly in sight.
Our future is what we envision and construct it to be. Together, ASEAN will embrace the future with renewed determination and resolve. This is the time to demonstrate the strength of our unity and our shared vision of progress, prosperity, and justice.
ASEAN 2045, our shared future. Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the signing ceremony of the Kuala Lumpur Declaration on ASEAN 2045, our shared future. Thank you for your presence. Terima kasih.